friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Meg, this is Luna, and today I'm doing a tarot spread interview for a new deck that I'm using. She just always has to be part of the action whenever I'm on the floor or easily accessible to her. So she's gonna help. Are you gonna help? Are you gonna put your energy into the deck? Thank you. Thank you. So if you are new here, hello, welcome. My name is Meg. If you would like to book a tarot reading with me, my website is in the link in the description box down below. You'll also see a Koji link. It's like Linktree, but I like it a lot better. And it will show you where else you can connect with me on social platforms, as well as signing up for my mail list. I promise I won't spam you. But today, I'm conducting an interview to get to know my brand new tarot deck. I thought it would be fun to film this. This is normally something I do off camera, but I thought it would be cool to share for those who are interested in tarot or beginners themselves. If you are interested in this deck, I do have an unboxing and review up on my channel, linked up above, and you can also find it on my channel as well. Be sure to subscribe if you aren't yet already. And what I like about this deck is that it is super beginner friendly. As I say in the video, it has keywords on it. It also has elements and the different astrological aspects of the cards as well. Now, because this is a new deck, it is pretty stiff. I was having a hard time shuffling it off camera. I was also bonding with it. If you're not familiar, bonding with your deck, it's basically just like spending time with it before you start using it, so it can get used to your energy, you can get used to its energy, it can get used to the energy that's around you. But yeah, it is rather difficult to shuffle. It's pretty stiff. The cards are pretty big. So those are my critiques, and the design is already starting to peel off on the back of some of the decks. So I do have 6 questions that I'm going to pull, that I'm going to ask. So that includes, what is our relationship, how we're going to work together, an important aspect of your personality, something you require from me, something I can expect from you, and a message you would like to give me. So these are the questions I'm going to channel into the cards. I'm going to shuffle these in smaller chunks so it's a little bit easier. A card to represent our relationship. The star card flew out. How we are going to work together, a card to represent how we're going to work together. Okay, this is how we're doing it. We have the 9 of Cups. An important aspect of your personality that I need to know about. Important aspect of your personality I need to know about. Important aspect of your personality I need to know about. Now you want to be shy and you don't want any cards to come out. So, an important aspect of your personality that I need to know about. A card to represent your personality. I pulled the Tower as a card for what to expect out of their personality. All right, so now we need something that you're going to require from me. What is something that you're going to require from me? Card to represent what you need from me. I pulled the reverse moon. Alrighty. A card to represent something that I can expect from you. What is, okay. Here we have the 8 of Cups for something I can expect from them. And lastly, what message do you want to give me right now? What message do you have for me? What message do you have for me? A message. And the Fool card came out, which is funny. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is bring you over here and have you look down on the cards so it's easier for you to see as well. And let's get these messages in order. So I already know like what the general message of these cards are. I think that this is going to be a really great deck for working with clients. So we'll get into that more, but I find it really interesting. I was surprised by the messages from these cards. It's not like your basic like, oh, like here's some keywords on it. It's not that deep. This is actually a really deep deck. I feel like it's really going to help me a lot with my clients. So let's get into it. First, I pulled the Star card for a card to describe our relationship. And this is an air card represented by Aquarius. And it's basically success and opportunity, truth, fairness, and rebirth. But what I got from this is healing from past wounds, and that's going to tie in with the Tower card, the Moon card, the Eight of Cups. So this all is going to tie together really beautifully. So healing from past wounds, renewed sense of hope and optimism. This card is also telling me that our relationship is going to have a lot of honesty in it, and it's going to pair with the Tower card, which I pulled for an important aspect of the deck's personality. So the Tower is a trauma card. And it's basically like about like a terrible life change, but the Star card is here to help heal you. So our relationship together, my relationship with this deck is going to help heal trauma from the Tower card. So this is already telling me that this is going to be a really great deck to work with clients that have trauma or more serious life questions that they want answers to, or also to use for tarot spreads here on YouTube and on my Instagram where I post. More heavier topics is what this deck is going to be really, really great for. It's going to offer a lot of healing and a lot of insight to more difficult topics is what I'm getting from it. So up next, the second question was, how are we going to work together? And I pulled the Nine of Cups. And this is really a card of compassion. It's trust in the universe. It's a wish and dream card. So again, it's coming off of the Star. So it's going to have more healing elements from the Tower card, and then also from like the Moon and the Eight of Cups as well. This card is great, like if you're struggling to find joy after loss. So if you're struggling after whatever traumatic thing that happened, or a very specific negative event that happened in your life, this is a good sign. It's a sign that you're going to find joy and inspiration again. So how we're going to work together, this tells me that we're going to be able to work together with my clients and also with the collective in helping them find their path to happiness, their path to joy, just really giving them that love that they need through the messages. And that's kind of how I would define my practice, so to say, is I really want to help people connect with their intuition and to help give them positive messages and how they can help heal themselves. That's really why I got into tarot, and that's really being reflected in these first two cards and also with the Tower card as well. Even though the Tower card is seen as a more negative card, there's some positive aspects to it. And then in case you're curious, the Nine of Cups is a water sign, and this deck says that it represents Pisces. Some of the keywords on here are happiness, compassion, trust in the universe, high-minded, optimism, deeper meaning, attainment, optimism, selfishness, selflessness, and everything has turned out well. Enjoy your success is the message on that. The message on the Star card is all your dreams are coming true. Here with the Tower card, this is a fire sign ruled by Mars. Always expect the unexpected, and I think that that is a really good way to describe the Tower card. When it comes to our interview questions, this is an important aspect of the deck's personality, and I pulled the Tower card, so this is just groundbreaking change. I feel like this deck is really going to get to the root of what people are struggling with or what they're having a hard time with, and it's going to help show them how they can heal themselves on this journey. That's literally what I'm getting from this whole thing. The Tower also represents collapse, upheaval, destruction, foundational shift, a reality check, ambition, and adversity. So for the fourth question, something that my deck requires from me, I pulled the reverse moon, which is card 9 in the major arcana. This represents Pisces. It's a water element. And for this, it's just clarity and understanding. Even though it's reverse, I'm still getting this as like trust your intuition. It's going to show the darker moments. It's kind of like a shadow card. So something that it's going to require from me is to just really dig deeper into the meaning of the cards is what I'm getting from it. And what it needs from me is to really connect with my intuition and just make sure I'm taking the time to connect with my guides so I can have super clarity and understanding when it comes to the messages that the cards are going to give me. Again, this is just like a very serious deck. And on here, the keywords are trifling mistakes, truth, deception, recognize, consciousness, and clarity. But for me, it's just connect with your intuition, look for the answers, and we're going to help people find the shadow side and how they can help heal the shadow side. For something I can expect from the deck, I did pull the 8 of Cups, which again is a water sign represented by Pisces. This is make your own decisions and take action with confidence. So something that I can expect from this deck, the messages that I'm getting is search for the truth. This is a journey to healing. There's excitement in the unknown, and there's going to be new challenges. So this all just ties in with the message of the spread overall altogether. I don't need to reiterate it, but other keywords for the 8 of Cups is action, change, journey, instability, lack of center, dissatisfaction, and separation. So basically, you're not happy with what's currently going on, so you're starting a new journey to get to that happiness, to get to that 9 of Cups. And lastly, I pulled the Fool, which I love and is so fitting. A message you'd like to give me, the Fool, this is a new journey. So this deck is saying like, hey, I'm ready to go on this journey with you. I feel like the deck is telling me like, start using me already. Why aren't you using me more? So if you would like a tarot reading with me, again, my website is linked down in the description box. This deck is like really itching to get put to use. So the Fool is the start of a new journey. It's a blank slate, infinite potential. There's some innocence in this deck because it really hasn't been used yet. It's not shaped. There's going to be many opportunities. So that is a message that the deck would like to give to me. Again, this is going to be like the perfect deck for working with clients and specifically with healing and heavier topics. One thing that I also wanted to note is that there is a lot of water in here. So even though the Star is an air sign, she is, has 1 foot in the water, pouring water into the pond, pouring water out of her cup. Very similar to the zodiac representation of Aquarius. We have the 9 of Cups, we have the moon, and the moon also has water. We have the 8 of Cups, and there's water in the Fool's card. So that tells me that this is going to be a very emotional deck. It's going to be really good for emotional clarity, emotional healing, and just really processing those emotions and finding the positive and getting all the messages out there. So I'm really surprised by this deck. I feel like there's a lot of depth to this, which I didn't necessarily think because it is a beginner-friendly deck with the keywords on it. I just thought it was going to be a more casual deck that I was going to use, but it seems like it's going to be really good for working with clients, making my YouTube videos and my content on Instagram. So that really surprised me. And decks do have different personalities because I did an interview with the Halloween Tarot, and fitting to the Halloween Tarot, it basically told me like I'm going to be like a smart ass, and if you want a lighter, fun reading, to use these cards. So different decks do have different purposes. Let me know what your thoughts were on the questions and the cards that we pulled for the answers. That is going to wrap it up for my interview with my brand new tarot deck. If you're interested in the tarot spread, it's by Emerald Lotus Deviation. I will have their Instagram link down below. They have so many fun tarot spreads over on their Instagram page. Be sure to check them out if you're into tarot. Let me know your thoughts down below. What is the most interesting thing that you found out during an interview with a new tarot deck? I would love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe before you head out. And as always, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to hang out with me. I really appreciate it, and I will see you soon. Bye, everyone.